We're making good progress with our Junior 1104, and now it is on to the brush roll. So here's the barrel that came out of the machine, or one of them anyway. I forget which one, if it was the early or late one. But whichever one it was out of, they were in absolute... they were terrible. They were absolutely terrible. I mean, this one was even worse than this one here. There was virtually no paint left on this. So I've done a quick and dirty spray job. I just basically used black car paint on it. I still have the remnants of it there on my finger, as you can see. So this is sprayed, and it's nice and dry now, which is great. It certainly looks better than this one did. So what we need to do is to crack on with this and reassemble it, give the bearings some lubrication, and then get it back in the cleaner. So let's give these a little brush off. And we've got great brush strips there. There's loads of life left in these brush strips, which is fantastic. So we don't have to get new ones in it. But we'll pop these back in, like so. So, I mean, already that brush roll's looking a lot better than it did. And we need to get the bearings back in. Let's pop this housing in. So get this in right. Unfortunately, the little tag has come off, so I have to guide it in by hand. Are there spring clips in there still? Yes, I think so. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's get that spring clip out. We need to give this a little bit more tension. I have to be careful with these because they have the tendency to break. If you go too far on them, they will snap, and we really don't want that. Let's pop that back in there. Here's one of our bearings, and once we've got it out like this, we can actually pop the oil in from the reverse, which is quite a good way of doing it. Let's pop some oil around there, give it a spin. I mean, they're not too bad anyway, to be quite honest with you. They're certainly rotating. I don't know what they'll sound like. Hopefully okay. That's that one done. Pop that back in. Ooh, make sure the spring is in the right place. Pop Mr. Bearing in. Now we can pop the bar down. Let's get that in. This is always a bit tricky. Getting the bar back in the right place. There we go. I just have to remind myself which side the bearing caps go. So brush roll side is the flat one. Brush roll side, belt side is the flat one, so that's this one. So this one goes on this side because it's the slimmer end of the brush roll. Let's get that on. Just a couple of turns. Don't want to go too mad, and then we can start to reassemble this end. Oh, I'm an idiot. Honestly, you know, the number of times I've done this, I think I'd flipping remember everything that I need to put in here. Oh, dearie me. Okay, let's put the cover in. There we go. And we'll do it back up. As I say, don't go too mad. Now, do we have a spring in here? No, we don't. Okay, well, we're going to have to go with no spring on this side, but it won't make a huge difference because we've got one on the other side. Let's get that on. Get the actual bearing housing in place. Do the same thing with this little bearing. Pop some oil in. You can see the original grease here, actually. It's gone very, very sticky. But there we go. That's much better. That's much freer and looser. We pop him in and we put the cap on. This cap is slightly worn, but it should be okay. And then we'll pop that on. Do it up. And we're looking pretty good, actually. That is not too bad at all. I always find that it's quite a good idea just to give them a little knock. I think we'll call that a success. That is spinning pretty well. So there's our brush roll for the cleaner. I tell you what, let's just give this a quick wire brush off. You don't see the end caps anyway, so it doesn't really matter. just for completeness sake. There we go. So that's our brush roll refurbished. And it's looking pretty good. Well, when you consider the fact that it started off like that, yeah, I would call that a win. I don't know about you guys. God, it's just, you very rarely see them go this bad when just all the paint just completely comes off. It's really quite shocking. So now we can put it back in the cleaner. And the cleaner is down here. Here he is. Now obviously I managed to get the base plates off, the nozzle plates. I just want to show you this. So hopefully I can focus on that. There we go. Yeah, so I actually had to cut a slit in this screw in order to get it undone, because it had just completely worn away and it was so rusted underneath that it just would not come out. So I used heat and force on that, and finally managed to get it out, which is great. The other one, the cream one, came out okay. It wasn't too bad. It put up a slight fight, but not anywhere near as bad as the black one was. So now I need to find a belt. Now I don't have a 1036 style belt, but I do have these. So these are the later Hoover Pure Power, Vortex Power, Whirlwind, Dust Manager, Hurricane, Cyclone belts for the machines that have such powerful motors. That the ones that have like the 2200 watt motors in them, and the motor just spins so fast that they actually have to be geared down, which is insane. So you get two belts. You get one smaller belt that runs to a pulley, or is it the longer belt that runs to the pulley, and then the smaller belt runs to the brush roll? I can't recall, to be honest with you. It's been a while since I've seen one of those, but they should be the perfect size for our 1104. Let's pop that out. I think that is absolutely spot on, actually. I think that would do us perfectly. These are probably more stretchy than the... Oh, yes, they are. They're more stretchy than the original 1036 style belts. So we should be okay. I'm just going to wire brush these bits. As I said before, I'm not going to go mad. Tricky for you to see. Sorry. This one's easier. Always the mark of a quality machine when it has metal sections to hold the brush roll and not just plastic or not just straight onto the hood. Let's pop this back in. That's our lovely refurbished brush roll back in. I need to put the height control wheels back on, so we'll do that now. I'll just pop these back in. Quite easy to do. Like so, because I had to take these out in order to undo the base. Where are the screws? There they are. Ooh, hang on, I need a metal panel. That would be useful. So the panel just goes on like that, and then we can pop these back in. That's our wheels back in place. great deal of tension on that spring, I must say. Yeah, not a huge amount, but it's fine. It's enough. We'll just put it down like that, and that'll do us, I think. Actually, I wonder if it'd be wise to pop some oil on these wheels whilst we're here, because they'll be squeaking otherwise. Let's just pop a little bit of oil in. 1, 2. Let's put some on the back. There we go. That's better. Lovely. Now, I have previously, off camera, cleaned up the cream base plate, because if you recall, that's the one I said we wanted to keep for this machine. So we're going full cream on this. We are going all cream. We love cream. Can't beat a bit of cream. So let's get this back in. As you can see, it goes in much easier now, seeing as we've used some lubricant on them previously. And there we go. Beautiful. So that's all good. So we have our cream base in. Very nice. Very pleased with that. Now we need to get the belt on. I'm going to need a screwdriver for this. This is very tricky. Shouldn't be too bad for this one because it's not the original 1036 belt, but God, they can be hard. Oh, we got it. Yeah, I think we got it. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. There we are. Belt is on. So that's lovely. And we can use our cover. I think we'll go for this one. This one looks nicer. So we pop that on. There we go. And I had previously cleaned up the cover plate because I've repaired this crack on it. So that's now fixed. Okay, I'm just going to rub some of this dirt off the inside. Obviously you'll never see that, but it's just nice to do that. And then we can see it. There we go. So that's what it'll be like. But we need to clean it, obviously. But first of all, I think what we'll do is we'll run it and see what it sounds like with the brush roll in. Hopefully it won't be too clattery, but you never know. So let's pop the plug in. Yeah, that sounds really good actually. That sounds really good. Oh look, you can see the sticker it had. So this would have had an edge cleaning sticker on it. There's just some slight remnants of it there still. Just a few bits. It's a shame, isn't it? But never mind. What can you do? It's only a sticker. Good. Okay. Right. So next job is to give it a clean and put the handle and bag on, and we're almost there. I just found the other spring for the bearing. I'm going to pop that back in off camera because it needs to be complete. Next phase of the process, give this a really good clean. So I'm going to do that. You guys sit back and enjoy some music, and I'll talk to you again when this is all clean and shiny. there we go. Looking pretty good, I think. It is a shame about this rust that's sort of coming through here on the ratchet mechanism, but there's not much we can do about that. It's very difficult to find the cream paint now. So yeah, don't know about that. I have to keep the machine inside from now on and not chuck it in the garage, which is where most of these problems came from. So yeah, okay, good. We are almost there. Now we just need to get the dust bag and the handle. Just noticed a little bit of smuts just in there. Give that a good clean out. There we go, that's fine. And yeah, we will reassemble it and then give it a run. Here we are, back in the dining room, and everything is finished. The 1104 is now absolutely done, and I'm really pleased with it. I am actually very, very happy with the way this particular restoration has turned out. You will notice when I show you the machine that I got the bag completely wrong. I thought I had a brown bag for the 1104. No, the brown bag I've got in the garage is for a U1206. Which is I think it's possibly a special edition Dirt Searcher one, possibly a co-op exclusive, not entirely sure. But yeah, that has a brown bag, but with the plastic shroud at the top of the bag, where the the holder arm on the spring goes into. So yeah, that is not correct. I don't have the brown bag version. I have the pattern bag version, and here it is in all its restored glory. Here we go. It has turned out really well. I am really, really pleased with it. Genuinely really pleased with it. This was a longer restoration than I normally find. This was, yeah, a bit of a labour of love, really. But it was worth it, because I've ended up with a really nice early 1104. Just need to solve the problem now of which came first, the brown bag or the pattern bag, because I don't know. This is a 1982 machine, so we know that this bag was on the market in 82. That's when this cleaner was made, and I now sort of have a feeling that maybe the brown bag version and the pattern bag version were on the market at the same time, and it was the consumer's choice as to which one they went for. Do you have a plain brown bag, or do you have this interesting leaf style pattern bag? It's quite Christmassy, actually. If this was green, it would be like a Christmassy kind of pattern. But yeah, I don't know. If you guys know, please tell me, because you will solve a mystery. There is just one thing to say with it. The handle, because the handle's been stored away for such a long time, there is some paint coming off the top up there, as you can see, and the handle grip is discoloured quite badly. That should be cream, and that's what happens to them when you don't store them properly. So that's my bad. I did that. And the original base of this cleaner, as you saw in the various videos, was really badly discoloured, really badly. This is so much better than the other one. And if we have a look down there, yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's going. It is changing colour, but it's okay. So yeah, this is done, and I have the matching high power compact. There is a video of this machine on YouTube currently. I will link it in the description text. So it's really nice to have this pair. This is the pair. I forget what year this machine's from. Let's have a quick look. This might be 82 as well. Could be. This is 2206. Oh, this is 83. Yeah, this is early 83. And it's got the cream base as well. That's interesting. Yeah, so we have a cream dream team here, basically. The 1104 and the matching counterpart high power compact. Yeah, really nice to have the pair. Now, because this is the first 1104, this has to go on the Staircase of Dreams. I don't currently, well, I do have 1104 represented numerous times on the stairs, but not the first one, and I think it's important to have the first one up there. So I'm going to rejig my staircase. I might do video of it actually. If you want to see all the Hoover Juniors from 1935 to 1992 going up the staircase in a which has been revised since you last saw it, then let me know. So yeah, I think what we should do now is take this machine into the lounge, give it a quick run. I'm not going to film a huge piece of this, a huge set of this cleaner running, because it's a Hoover Junior, you've seen them numerous times. But I think it would be nice just to get some video of it actually running, and then we will end the video. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this restoration process on this cleaner. As I say, it was slightly more complex and long-winded than they usually are, but what I had to start with was pretty flipping awful. And thank goodness I had that spare 1104 motor in the workshop, otherwise it would have been even longer. So I'm going to take this into the lounge, give it a run. Thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to do the usual, comment, subscribe and like. I always appreciate hearing from you, and if you can tell us which 1104 was the first, was it the brown bag or the pattern bag, or did they both come out at the same time, I would appreciate it massively, because I don't know and I want to know. So until the next video, you guys take care and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.